Hi everyone and welcome to Monday's Stay at Home Art Club. Today we're going to be doing a nice self-nourishing exercise and we're going to be giving yourself a nice compliment for every letter of your name. So you can do this by yourself and you can do it in the kind of the decorated way that I'm going to show you, or you can just scribble it down on a bit of paper. You don't need to show anyone, it can just be for you. Okay? So you want to start by just writing your name down the side of your bit of paper and try and do the big letters quite big. You don't need to do it in a straight line, you can do it in a wavy line, you can do them a bit all over the place, do it in a circle, do it in a love heart, that'd be quite nice. So that's step one. So hopefully you've written out your name in nice big letters. And next we're going to do the brainstorming for compliments you're going to give yourself. So keep all these words nice, okay? We're not going to have any beating up of yourself. We're just going to be really kind to you because you're great. Okay, so for my ones, I've got, don't know if you can see these, I've got energetic, and I've kind of written those words like they're bouncing all over the place, so you don't need to keep all your words the same. You can kind of write the word in a way that kind of reflects the word. I've got listening, because I'm quite good at listening, I'm alright. Excitable, I'm quite excitable. Arty. For my N, I couldn't think of a nice word beginning with N apart from noisy, so I've gone for entertaining. So you can kind of be a bit fast and loose with what your letters are, especially if you've got a Z or an X in your name. For Z you can have amazing, you can put that in. For O, I've got organised in my own way, so you can kind of give yourself sentences as well if you can't think of one word, so try and give yourself little compliments, boost yourself up a bit. And for R, I've got rosy, because I've got nice rosy cheeks. Alright, so I'm going to post a list of adjectives below if you're struggling a little bit, and have a wee read through there and pick out some letters that, pick out some words that that apply to you. Okay. Now we've done our writing, we're on to the arty bit, and I'm going to show you how to thicken up your letters so you can get them in a nice font. So I've already done my O, I've just made that a bit thicker, but I've decided I'm going to have kind of wavy letters. Let's stick that there. Yeah, so I'm going to thicken up my E. I'm just going to make it a little bit chunky. I kind of like it a bit more 3D like that. For my L as well. You can do this for all your letters if you've got quite a lot of space, or you can leave them as they are. Okay, so try and make the letters of your name really stand out. Make them nice and chunky. We can colour them in a bit later. So here's all my words done up all fancy. So I've got my energetic, I've got my listening where I've given my T some ears, I've got excitable, kind of leaning with exclamation marks, I've got arty, that's made out of paint and pencils. What have I gone for? Entertaining, just done that. Normally couldn't think of anything. I've done organised in my own way, in my neatest handwriting. And rosy at the bottom, I've turned my O and my E into flowers. So you can do something like that if you want, or you can just write it out in nice handwriting and draw some pictures around it. I'm going to start colouring in now. I'm going to use my colour pencils. If you've just got a pencil or a pen, you can just draw some nice patterns. It doesn't need to be colourful. And I'm just going to set about colouring in all my letters, and I might do some pretty pictures around it. So you can do little drawings, draw some patterns, just some nice circles if you want, love hearts, stars, you know, just things to kind of lift your mood up a bit. So here's my finished one. I've done lots of pretty colouring in, drawn some nice patterns around it. I've got a flower giving me a thumbs up. Why not? I'm great. And some stars, some kind of electricity. So kind of just try and fill your page with lots of nice things that make you feel quite cheerful. Another option, if you're not feeling quite up to giving yourself a compliment today, which you should because you're all great, is you can do just things you like for each letter. So I might do elephant, what do I like? That begins with L. Lentils. Can't think of another thing with E. I like, oh, that's quite hard. But you can think of things that you could like with each letter. You're a bit more time. You don't need to do it on camera. So just take some time to be really nice to yourself on this Monday day. And as usual, we'll finish with a joke. This is a joke, I think it's Tommy Cooper's. And a man goes to the doctor and he says, "Doctor, doctor, I've broken my arm in 20 places." And the doctor says, "Stop going to those places." Ooh. Okay, I hope you're all alright after the weekend, and stay safe, stay inside and keep washing those hands.